Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. You heard about IPL. Today we'll talk about 3PL. Yes, in Logistics and Supply Chain Management subject, 3PL is one of the important topic. What is 3PL means? Third party logistics. Why do we go for third party logistics? Most of the companies, they are unable to focus on the main core aspects of the organization. So rather than that, if they give the logistics management aspects to some other third party who are expertise, who can handle the things, to them, if they handle it, they can focus on the core subjects, core aspects they can focus. So that will give a fruitful results. And moreover, important aspect is that third party logistics, that means third party, whoever is taking this logistics aspect, so they'll be expertise, they are having more knowledge, they'll be able to handle the things, then will be free, pay them some amount, but advantage is more when you make some payment point of, if you see, you will get more benefits. In that way, 3PL, third party logistics, it has entered in the market. We'll discuss in detail about 3 party logistics, 3PL. So let's focus. What is 3PL means? In one sentence we can say third party logistics is an outsourcing concept. It is an outsourcing concept, taking the outsource from the third party, outsourcing concept, who can perform who can perform all the logistics activities, activities with much efficiently. Expertised, they do, they accept, they work on the logistical aspects more efficiently. So this is outsourcing concept. Any company can, nowadays most of the companies are focusing on the 3PL. There is another way is also there, 4PL, that we'll be discussing in the next class. Okay, now let's talk about the main sub points of this 3PL. First thing is that reasons for implementing 3PL. Why do we go for 3PL? What is the need of third party outsourcing? These are the main 6 reasons. First one is improve customer satisfaction. We won't be knowing exactly what customer is expecting. So customer satisfaction is important. For that point of view, you better to focus on the 3PL. So they'll be having a good knowledge, good awareness, and they are going to give you good guidance. So customer satisfaction point of view, this 3PL is good, and also overcomes resource constraints. Sometimes we may be having some kind of constraints related to the resources. If we have any such kind of things, these people are going to be helpful because they are into the same field. They'll be helpful, and they'll be sharing their knowledge, expertise knowledge, not just simple knowledge. So in that point of view, it is useful and also lower cost. If you see, the burden is decreasing, and also our expertise advisors we are getting, in front of that, whatever we are paying to the third party, that is nothing. So that is why we can say, in one point of view, it is a low cost. And also market expansion, we can focus on the core aspects, so that you can increase your market, you can have new plans, new ideas, new extensions, which is possible because our main concept, logistics management, is given to somebody else, who are taking care, who are going to handle the things in a very effective and efficient way, so that you can go for extension of your business. And also solution to logistical problems, any kind of logistical problems. If you get, we discussed logistical functions in the last class, 7 functions are there. Out of that, any problem arises, these people are going to handle it, they'll handle this problem. So that is why you can expect them. And also increase the flexibility, these people are expertise in a third party, so there is a flexibility also. Flexibility in the sense, if anything comes, they are ready to accept it, they are ready to change it. So in that way, it is flexible. So these are the main 7 reasons where you can say 3PL. Okay, and also now let's see evolution of 3PL. There are 3 ways, 3 generations which have improved. So first thing is that, first generation, in the first generation, in fact, they were not having awareness about this logistics management. they used to handle with their own knowledge, but later slowly they came to know that this can be given to somebody else who can handle the things in a better way. But in the first generation there was no third party generation, okay, 3PL. In the second generation they came to know that yes, we can give this aspect to somebody else who can handle in a better way, who are expertise in this field. In that way, second generation slowly this 3PL introduced. And in the third generation optimum utilization is there, because companies they realized that we cannot focus on all the aspects, so we'll be giving this logistics management to third party. They'll be handling in efficient way, because they are expertise, they are into the same field. In that way, in the third generation it has become more popular because of the advantages. So like this is the evolution of 3PL. And let's see, whenever you are going for 3PL, criteria for selecting a 3PL services. If you are giving this 3PL services, what are the criteria? What are the main aspects you have to remember? These things you must be very careful. Then only go for 3PL. What are these things? Aware about logistical goals. Logistical goals. What are the company goals? Logistical goals, what are those? So they should have that awareness about the company logistical goals. Then only they'll be able to perform on behalf of you efficiently. Do they have? Yes or no? Check it out. And second one, aware of the needs and objectives of the firm. Company needs and objectives. This you have to be very careful. What are the needs of the company? What are the objectives of the company? So they should have that awareness, and also willingness to perform the activities. Simply assign to them and given them some work, it's not going to work out unless they have the willingness to handle the things, willingness to accept this logistics management, desire, passion, this the business, expertise. Do they have these qualities? Check it out and then go ahead. And also transparent objectives. What are your objectives? Explain to the 3PL, and what they understood, how they are going to work out. That is there any proper synchronization is there or not, that you have to be very careful. Then only the objectives can be transparent. And last one, must provide long term commitment. If you are taking sub 3PL, they should be committed long term. Then only it is going to work out. Otherwise, no use. Temporary, we have given someone, next time we have to search for someone and assigning to somebody else. No, this is not going to work. That is why in long term you have to consider this. So these are the main criteria for selecting third party logistics services. And also, if you are selecting anyone, check out these metrics. Their performance, how is the 3PL, third party logistics, how is the services, how they are working. For that, few metrics for evaluating the performance of 3PL. What are the metrics? Few points to be considered before assigning. These are the things to be considered. Do they have all this idea? Do they going to perform or not? This, once if you assign, these are the metrics to be focused, then only you are going to get the proper results. Metrics, first one is transportation. We discussed transportation as one of the important function in the logistics management. Transportation focus, are they going to take care of this transportation, because it is going to play vital role. Entire organization from one place to another place to, and goods or services, anything as per the requirement, it has to be, transportation is required. For transportation, how is the services? In that you can talk about on time shipment. Some goods are to be shipped through the ship only, so that has to be transferred through the ship. So how is the on time shipment? Here also on time delivery also. Shipment is okay, I mean, what about the delivery date? How much? And these third party logistics, they are having lots of companies, not just your company. Okay, it's mixed with another companies also. In such cases, how is your How is your company's tie up with that 3PL? How is the commitment of that 3PL with your company? So that you have to take care in this aspect. And also transportation cost per unit. As I said, other companies' products also included with this 3PL. Our company products, how much transportation cost per unit they are taking it. Like transportation point of view, on these three aspects you have to focus. And second point comes to warehouse. Warehouse also one of the important function we discussed. Check out if you are using the warehouse services also from the 3PL, then you have to be very careful about percentage of orders, because in warehouse they are also giving the services to the other companies also as a 3PL. Our company is one company, their companies. Suppose ours is A company, B company, C company, other companies also there. In such cases, percentage of orders. How much is your percentage in storing the warehouse? That, and cost per unit is how much, and extra overheads, how much they are charging it, and also loss of damage. If any damage happens, then how would they deal it? Do they have any precautions? If precautions are taken, still if there is any damage, then what to do? Who's going to be responsible? This also you have to be very careful. So this is about the warehouse. And the third one is cost, very important. How much cost they are charging it? One is service cost. We charge so and so amount. Okay, that's okay. You have to come to one point, one conclusion, that they are agreeing this and we are going to pay this. This is service cost. At the same time, you have to focus on the cost reduction. We are expecting your services on cost reduction basis. You have to reduce the cost at least to some percentage. Give them some target. According to that, that cost has to reduce. In that way, you have to focus. That is about the cost. And also quality. Quality, never compromise about the quality, because you are taking the services of 3PL means they are going to give you good valuable services without compromising the quality. From the quality point of view, you always take the reports of the 3PL. What is the quality you are going to give? Please be committed and give it us in writing, and also perform what you have promised. In that way, take the report, and also process improvement. There should be always some improvement. At least the quality what they have committed, that should not be compromised. In that way, process implement you have to focus. That's quality. And also availability. 3PL means third party. We are not directly involved, so we have assigned all the work, all the logistics management work to somebody else, isn't it? When we have assigned to somebody else, then what they are going to do? These people are going to handle everything. So that is why we are expecting that availability. Just like as we are committed, in the same way we are expecting the same commitment from your side also. Please tell them very clearly. Availability of customer satisfaction or handling routine, whether customer is satisfied or not. Regular work, whatever they are doing it, that work, everything is to be alert, and they should cope up, and there should not be any kind of gap. So this kind of availability we are expecting from the 3PL. These are the metrics. What are the metrics? Transportation, warehouse, this already discussed in objects. Cost, quality, availability. Is it to remember? Transportation, warehouse, cost, quality, and lastly availability. That's all. These are the 5 metrics. You have to be very careful whenever you are choosing 3PL as outsourcing. Next, advantages. We have 4 advantages. One is more emphasis on core competences. Once if we accept this 3PL, need not to worry. We can focus most of our time on core competences. Who are the companies, who are the competitors to us, how we have to survive in this competitive world, how we can extend it, and how we can protect us, and how to survive in the market. Like different core competence aspects we can focus, because major part, that is logistics management, is given to outsourcing, so we can focus. And also improves flexibility in technical aspects. Technically you can focus because you have ample time, your energy is saved, your time is saved, isn't it? So in that way you can focus on the technical activities. And also investment. Here your activities, all your activities are given to 3PL, means their investment is there. They are investing on behalf of you. They are giving their services. Later you are going to pay, but right now you need not to see. Investment point of view also, to some extent you have that relaxation. You need not to worry. Lastly, economics in sale. Economics of sale. Economics of sale means here logistics management, this 3PL company, third party logistics, they are having a huge relations, huge handling things. When we handle our production activities, manufacturing activities, that costs something. But whereas third party, they're having lots of companies, lots of services, that would be definitely economic compared to just our company production cost. So that is why we are saying economics of sale. Scale means large activities. These are the four advantages. Though advantages, we have three disadvantages also. First thing is cost. Definitely you have to pay to the third party logistics, 3PL. 3PL means not just simple amount. It depends. Sometimes the cost may be burden on the company. You have to earn the profit, you have to sell the products, and you have to focus and all these things. Apart from that, this is another burden on the organization activities. So cost, I can say, one of the disadvantages. And also customer orientation of 3PL. This third party logistics, most of the time they'll be focusing on the customer orientation. What we need, our intention, our objectives, our goals has to be understood by the 3PL. But rather than that, they'll be focusing on the customer satisfaction, customer oriented, customer point of view. They'll be working out. Work on behalf of us, focus on customer satisfaction. That would be more beneficial for us also. But rather than that, this is one of the drawback. And also owning assets. This third party, they should have their own assets for transportation or warehouse or anything. If they have own assets, that's more reliable. Go to such kind of outsourcing companies where they have own assets and where they are handling by themselves, isn't it? If they don't have, not reliable. They are taken on rent basis. Go downs, transportation, everything is on rent basis. When they are going to fly away, we don't know. That is the reason, focus on the owning assets if they don't have. So this is a disadvantage. You can't rely. Like total we have covered. What is 3PL, third party logistics, what it is, outsourcing company. What they are going to do is they are going to perform all the logistic activities more efficiently, so we need not to worry about any aspects, logistic aspects. We can just focus on the core competences of the organization. And why we have to go for 3PL, reasons for this we have discussed, and evaluation of 3PL, and criteria for selecting 3PL, why we have to select, metrics, advantages, disadvantages, total topic covered. Clear? Very easy topic, but important topic. So take the screenshot. Next class we'll talk about 4PL, fourth party logistics. Stay connected. Don't forget to share this videos. Good luck.